But I think we're all going through one thing or another, and I think the older we get, the more things we have to be concerned about, to weigh on us. If it's not our own issues, it's the issues of our children and our grandchildren. And so often, when we take our eyes off the Lord, we can just get overwhelmed by the onslaught of constant pressure and concerns. And it just seems like no matter what we do, we're just getting slammed. And we have a tendency to grow weary and faint-hearted. And so we're told, first of all, in this passage, to consider him who endured from sinners such hostility against himself, so that we may not grow weary or faint-hearted. And so we're to consider the example of Jesus, which we did at length last week, and we'll apply some more today. The first thing that I want to point out that I think will help us not grow weary or faint-hearted is the obvious: Jesus suffered. And I think that's a direct wake-up call to the sort of perception we've slid into as the church, where we think things are supposed to be easy, and we think if we're good Christians, we're not going to suffer. And that is so not biblical. Jesus suffered. And I know I have a number of friends who really struggle constantly. And then to compound their suffering, they get this guilt message from other Christians that if they were really faithful, if they were really doing the right thing or praying hard or thinking the right thoughts or sowing the right seeds or, whatever, that they would be doing well. They would come out of this. And that's just, look at the life of Jesus. Jesus suffered. Is anybody going to dare to say he was unspiritual or he wasn't following God or it was his fault that he was suffering this way? No, Jesus suffered. And so suffering is not unspiritual. It doesn't make you a bad Christian, a second-class citizen. It doesn't mean that your testimony is not valid.